Physical, Cognitive, Social, and Personality Development in Adolescence, Chapters 11 and 12 by Tanisha Pelayo. When you're an adolescent, you go through many changes. Your body, your relationships, and your brain also changes. One of these changes I'm going to talk about is the changes in the brain. Your brain develops in spurts. There are two major growth spurts in adolescent years. The first spurt is within the cerebral cortex. Also, during this first spurt is the prefrontal cortex. The second major growth spurt happens in the frontal lobes of the cerebral cortex. Ages 13 to 15 is when the first growth spurt happens. It's when the cerebral cortex becomes thicker. More energy is produced and consumed by the brain at this time. Ages 13 to 15, also, the prefrontal cortex goes under some changes as well. It controls and organizes our thought process. The purple part is the prefrontal cortex. This shows the difference between the brain as it develops. As you can see, the red part, right where the square is, shows that it isn't developed, it isn't mature from 5 years. Preteen is where it starts to develop. Teen brain is where it continues to, and the 20-year-old brain is where it is fully matured. The second growth spurt is between 17 to early adulthood. And with this growth spurt, the brain goes through, is in the frontal lobes of the cerebral cortex. Excuse me. This part of the brain controls the logic and planning. A couple studies that I found that happened through this age. There was one study that was done that elaborates on how aspects of social cognition continue to change during adolescence. Their findings highlighted how through adolescent maturation of the brain is continued and can impact cognitive development. Another one that I looked up and found was positive parenting. And that study basically said that positive parenting also has an effect on the way the brain develops. It showed positive parenting promotes healthy brain development during this time period. The ways that I found through my studies of how they study the brain is through MRIs, neuroimaging, and brain mapping. That is my take on this chapter. Thank you.